Kris Boyd is not a happy bear. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Of course, he responded to the Ibrox protest during the Sky Sports coverage of Aberdeen versus Hearts. And yeah, I wish we could have reviewed Aberdeen versus Hearts, but obviously, me being at the Rangers game and South Scotland 90 working, it was always going to be hard to do that. But maybe you would expect the Hearts man to, put his big boy trousers on, fight through the pain, and give you guys a review. But you talk about fan fee fan, bear fee bear. It's fog versus fog. Where's the Hearts review? I'm doing on my hands and knees here. I'm dying. It can't be left to me on a Sunday evening to review Hearts against Aberdeen. But the game didn't look all that interesting. Missed penalty in the 90 odd minutes by, was it George Grant that missed the penalty? I believe it was. But yeah, Aberdeen take a draw. Of course, who do they play next? They play Rangers next, and it's going to be very, very interesting what happens in that game. Aberdeen, known throughout the world for turning up against Rangers. Apparently, we've turned into Aberdeen recently just due to the fact that we only turn up against the big teams. The wee diddy teams away from home, that's not our bread and butter. We like Lurpak, but only when we play Celtic. Don't get that. Haven't got that. It's like Clark's got 1 win out of 7, but did he just recently buy some Lurpak to spread on the bread? Or was he butterless? Does he like a dry roll? I mean, fucking tell me. I need to know. I mean, I'm sick of these analogies, man. It's just like, Phil, what are you doing? But he addressed it on Sky Sports Main Event. So about 20 minutes past 5, Boyd addressed it. I seen images earlier when I were on Twitter that the Union Bears were sitting outside the stadium after the game had ended. So did they sit there for 40 minutes? Who knows, man? I think it's going to be a crazy, crazy time in the world of Scottish football. I mean, it already has been for Rangers. What I wrote, we were 12 days into 2025. Today is the 13th, obviously. But 12 days, 12 and a bit days in, and it's just absolute chaos. But this is what Kris Boyd went on to say, and I quote, "There's no doubt in there. There is disconnect. I think a lot of fans would have had a go at the Union Bears. There's definitely a disconnect. But Rangers won the game today, and now have a chance to get another home win on Wednesday against Aberdeen. The key for Rangers now is their away form. The fans spend a lot of money and expect better." End of quote. Yeah, so I mean, there's a few things there to talk about. Kris Boyd pointed out the fact there was a disconnect. Obviously, this is 20 minutes after the coverage of, the game has ended. I don't think Boyd has heard the boos. I mean, hell, maybe he's been on his phone, right, during the coverage of Aberdeen Hearts and he's seen it. Maybe he has, but I mean, obviously there's a disconnect. We've all heard the boos, we've all seen the stuff, folks. It's no good. It's not particularly great, to say the least. But then he goes on to talk about the fact, Rangers won the game today, but now we've got another chance to go and get another home win on Wednesday against Aberdeen. Like, I heard him speak about this earlier. It's like, build a bit of momentum. I think momentum's just out the window. It's like Rangers can go on the great. I mean, our home form's fantastic. Boyd can say, win another game at home against Aberdeen, but that's been happening. It's the away form that needs fixed. See beating Aberdeen and Fraserburgh, right? In 2 games that we should be winning, regardless of what form you're in. The question that will happen is, come Tannadice on like the 27th or something, I believe it is, or maybe I've got the dates wrong, I'm not too sure. But that is when the first question is going to come into town. Because Dundee United are flying high, absolutely flying high. Now, if we quickly look at the league table, which I haven't even fucking looked at, I mean, why would I look at the league table when you see what we're looking at here? Is Clement urges Uni. I mean, Dundee United are what? 7 points behind us. We've got a game extra to play. I believe we play it this midweek against Aberdeen. Just to quickly reiterate. Yeah, so Dundee play Celtic on Tuesday. We play Aberdeen on Wednesday. But for me, the problem here is simply, I mean, if we beat Aberdeen, we're 10 points clear of second, right? That should be doable. But Sunday, 26th of January, man. I don't know about you, but I'm Dude, I would go and say I'm bricking that, but Jesus Christ, our away form. Like, I mean, let's be honest, we're all focusing as Rangers fans on the Scottish Cup. It has to be the Scottish Cup because the league's done. We're at the League Cup, and the Europa League's a pipe dream. If we get an away tie at Rugby Park, Paradise, fucking any team really, even if it was fucking St Johnstone, I'd be fearing it. We're probably it, unless he turns it around. So it needs turned around.